Alright, so in this problem, I have 5 to the power of x plus 5 to the power of x is equal to 7. So to solve this, I'm going to first start by factoring out 5 to the power of x. So now I have 5 to the power of x times 1 plus 1 is equal to 7. Now 1 plus 1, that's 2, so I have 5 to the power of x times 2 is equal to 7. And now I can divide both sides by 2. So then these two cancel out, and now I have 5 to the power of x is equal to 7 over 2. Now if I take the log on both sides, I have log 5 to the power of x is equal to log 7 over 2. If I have something in the form log a to the power of b, I can move this exponent b to the front. So this is equal to b times log a. So in this case, log 5 to the power of x, I can move x to the front. So now I have x times log 5 is equal to log 7 over 2. Now if I divide both sides by log 5, these two cancel out, and I get x is equal to log of 7 over 2 over log 5. Now, if I have something in the form log a over b, this is equal to log a minus log b. So in this case, log 7 over 2, that's going to equal log 7 minus log 2. And I have this over log 5. Now log 7, this is equal to 0.8451. Log 2 is equal to 0.3070. And log 5, this is equal to 0.6990. So x is equal to 0.8451 minus 0.3070 over 0.6990, which is equal to 0.7784. Alright, so in this problem, I have 1 to the power of x squared over 8 to the power of x is equal to 61. So to solve this, first off, 1 to the power of any number is going to equal to 1, meaning 1 to the power of x squared, that's simply equal to 1. So now I have 1 over 8 to the power of x is equal to 61. Now, I'm going to multiply both sides by 8 to the power of x. So these two cancel out, and now I have 1 is equal to 61 times 8 to the power of x. Now I'm going to divide both sides by 61. So then these two cancel out, and now I have 1 over 61 is equal to 8 to the power of x. So to solve this, I'm actually going to take the log on both sides. So now I have log 8 to the power of x is equal to log 1 over 61. And now, 1 over 61, that's the same thing as, actually before I do that, if I have something in the form log a to the power of b, I can move my exponent b to the front, so this is equal to b times log a. So in this case, I have log 8 to the power of x, and I can move x to the front. So now I have x times log 8 is equal to log of 1 over 61. So now if I divide both sides by log 8, these two cancel out, and I have x is equal to log of 1 over 61 over log 8. Now log 8, that's the same thing as log of 2 to the power of 3. If I have something in the form log of a to the power of b, I can move my exponent b to the front, so this is equal to b times log a. So log 2 to the power of 3, I can move 3 to the front, so now I have x is equal to log of 1 over 61 over 3 times log 2. Now if I have something in the form log a over b, this is equal to log a minus log b. So log of 1 over 61 That's going to equal log 1 minus log 61 over 3 times log 2. Now log 1, this is simply equal to 0. So now I have x is equal to negative log 61 over 3 times log 2. So negative log 61, well, log 61 is 1.7853, so this is negative 1.7853 over 0.9031, which is equal to 1.7769, or negative 1.7769. All right, so in this problem, I have x minus 4 to the power of 4 is equal to x to the power of 4. So to solve this, I'm going to first rewrite this as x minus 4 squared to the power of 2 is equal to x squared to the power of 2. Now I'm going to go ahead and subtract x squared to the power of 2 on both sides. So these two cancel out. And now I have x minus 4 squared to the power of 2 minus x squared to the power of 2 is equal to 0. Now, if I have something in the form a squared minus b squared, this is equal to a plus b times a minus b. So in this case, this is going to equal x minus 4 squared plus x squared times x minus 4 squared minus x squared. And this is equal to 0. So now this gives me two equations. I have x minus 4 squared plus x squared is equal to 0. And now I have x minus 4 squared minus x squared is equal to 0. So now to simplify this, I'm going to go ahead and expand this. So x minus 4 squared, that's equal to x squared minus 8x plus 16. So I have this plus x squared is equal to 0. X squared plus x squared is 2x squared. So I have 2x squared minus 8x plus 16 is equal to 0. Now I'm going to factor out 2, so I have 2 times x squared minus 4x plus 4 is equal to 0. So I have x squared minus 4x plus 4 equals 0 if I divide 2 on both sides. Now, I'm going to go ahead and use the quadratic formula, which is negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac. So in this case, I have 4 plus or minus the square root of negative 4 squared, which is 16, minus 4 times a, which is 1, times c, which is 4, all over 2a, so 2. And this is equal to 4 plus or minus the square root of 16 minus 16 is 0 over 2, which is simply equal to sorry, it actually looks like I made a mistake. This should not be 4, this should be 8. It should be 8. So now I get x is equal to 4 plus or minus the square root of negative 16 over 2, which is equal to 2 plus or minus 4i. So these are two solutions. And now for this, I have x squared minus 8x plus 16 minus x squared is equal to 0. So then these two cancel out, so now I have negative 8x plus 16 is equal to 0, meaning negative 8x is equal to negative 16, and x is equal to 2.